Alrighty, now we're going to tackle this corner. I kind of got a wild hair and I want to clean this area up. So I think first things first, there's a little pile of clothes that I don't know if my sisters actually went through or not. They took the other piles and put them in like the donate pile, but I don't know if they actually went through them. So we're gonna start kind of this side and then we'll work over to the bookshelf, and then we may move the bookshelf over by the door and like scoot everything over. I kind of showed you that in a previous video. But the desk, I haven't even started on. I mentioned that in a couple of videos ago. But it's actually in the attic, which is really, really close to my room. So I could finish it while it's in there, or I could just bring it in here, use it as is. But I kind of want to fix it before I use it, just because it's going to make me very upset. Otherwise, because my sister's got like nail polish and like nail glue and stuff on it, and just it's not a smooth surface. So I'm thinking I'm probably gonna finish that first before I bring it in here, and I'm definitely gonna try to work on that this week, mainly because like I didn't have class today, but I've been working at the house all day, and I don't have class tomorrow because of Veterans Day. And then yeah, it's just gonna be a fairly open week for me this week. So we're going to really try to pound the pavement on that and really get this room almost finalized, I guess. So we're gonna start with all the stuff that's on the floor. It's mainly like this bag's trash, this box is trash, that box trash. So just some housekeeping stuff, and then we can work on this. I don't think we're gonna go through the doors today, just because it's out of sight, out of mind. And I already kind of went through it off camera, but I don't know. I feel like that's something that I don't necessarily want to film, because I'm gonna spend hours on it, and like, I don't know. There's a lot of personal stuff in there, like memories and stuff like that. So we're gonna start tackling all of this stuff. We'll tackle the cart for sure. I already started going through it, and I was like, oh, I should probably film this as part of my room clean out and clean up, I guess. So I guess we'll start. Okay, tell me why I was holding this many hair ties and like scrunchies. I literally use the same one every single day, and if I ever need a second one, I have a backup one literally on the other side of my bed. What? I think this is going to be good for now. Did clear off a lot of the top space. There's a couple things on the bottom that would go on my desk, or like with my desk, including like this whole part. There's like a, oops, that wasn't supposed to fall, but there's books behind us. Clearly I read, but anyways, that would go, and then like this I would hang up, and then my 2 diplomas. But I don't know, I got a lot tackled. This is pretty much cleaned out. There's a couple things that again I would put on the desk, but right now I can't do that because I don't have the desk. But what my plan is it'll fit from right here, yeah, right here to this wall. The desk will fit. So this obviously has to go. This is that United States map thing, and then this honestly could go. But I'm gonna see if my sister wants it for when she moves to college. And then I could take that tape down. You can't see the tape, but there's tape on this wall from a picture that fell down. And I found my tacks, so I could hang this up, but I want to know definitively where I want to hang it up before I throw tacks on the wall. So let me know if you want it up, if we want it up here, because then I don't necessarily want it up here as much, but we could do that. We could put it up here, kind of centered with the desk, and then put this shelf like underneath, and that'll hold my like 2 diplomas and maybe something else. But I measured it, and I think the desk only goes to about here, maybe a little higher, but that leaves us a ton of room, obviously, from here to the ceiling. And then I have a chair downstairs that I could use because my mom hasn't used it in a while. It was her chair while she was doing her master's stuff, but she's done with her master's. So should I put this United States scratch-off map up here? I'll tack it up so it won't fall, and then put the shelf underneath my diplomas, and then put the state one right over here on this wall, like where those stickers are. It would probably be about the same height as the stickers, like this thing. As we're back, and we're going to get a little bit of, I don't know, this type of, what do I want to say? I don't know. But we're gonna get kind of started on Operation Rearrange, I guess. So I need to dust this. I'm gonna take everything off, dust it, sweep again, and then I am actually going to hang up some stuff today. I know I'm a little shaky, I'm a little nervous about what my parents are gonna think, but it's okay because they let me hang everything else up in my room. So we're gonna take the tape down, and then this is gonna go like right here somewhere in the center. I obviously gotta measure it, but that's thing number one. This needs to be dusted too. And then we'll hang up the United States map, and then if we have time and I'm up to it, we're gonna hang that shelf, and then we're gonna move the bookshelf over. And then I actually am thinking about moving the desk in here regardless of it being done, and then I can just kind of work on it, pull it out, work on it in here, sweep around, all that type of stuff. So let's get started. It's mainly going to be a time-lapse video just because I've got a lot of stuff to do, and I know if I keep stopping to talk, then nothing's going to get done. So we're going to start with this stuff, and then we will move some stuff around, and then hopefully we can get the desk in here today. My sister just got home not that long ago, so maybe she'll help me get the desk in here. It should be pretty easy to do by myself. I've put it in there and taken it out before by myself, so wish us luck. So anyways, hopefully I can get all this stuff put together. Hopefully. Here we go. Alrighty, so a couple things. I'm not 100% sure how to hang that shelf. I was testing those like nail things that I had earlier, and it'll hold it, but I'm worried about it. Plus I need a hammer to like put it in the wall, and I can't do that while my mom's here because she would probably freak out. So we're gonna wait for that. Plus I want to see if I can find a better nail or something downstairs. tried tacks, but the hole is too big on like the shelf, so it'll just slide right out and then it'll fall. So that's not what we want. But I got that hung up, and I got the States thing hung up. And then I moved my bookshelf over by the bed, or over by the door. And then I put that like nightstand thing that was over there over here, but it's gonna go in the attic once the desk is done. But for now, it's gonna stay in its corner, and it's gonna hold like all the stuff that was in the shelf that needs to go on the desk. So there's that. And then I'm gonna sweep up quick. I think I have like 1 or 2 more things to dust, and then we should be good. What else? Very, very productive little bit of time. I did measure it, and it should hit right about here. I don't know if you can see that, but that's where the top of the desk should be. So I'll probably put the shelf like here, so it's a good, decent little bit of space. And then put the diplomas and maybe something else small up there. But yeah, I'm really, really happy with the way that this looks right now. And I know this isn't gonna fall because there are tacks in each corner. And then we're gonna work on the desk. I'm hoping to maybe start it maybe Thursday. Maybe like try sanding it and then getting like all of that stuff ready. And then I think that's it. I'll take you guys with me to finish the little bit of cleaning that I have left, a little bit of organization, and that'll be that. So here we go. Okay, so that'll be it for today. Stay tuned for the desk redo. I will definitely video that, just to kind of give you the full in-depth, the full behind the scenes of what's gonna go in this space right here. So as you can see, this is hung up, that's hung up, and then like all my books, my diplomas and stuff are there waiting for the desk to be in place and then the shelf to be hung. Again, like I said earlier, I have like hooks and nails that would work, but I'm a little stressed about it because they're not the greatest. Then I got everything else picked up. I really, really like the placement of that bookshelf. I do maybe need to move my dresser over like a hair on the other way so that it fits a little bit better between my door. As you can kind of see, there's not a ton of space. It does look very, very chaotic, and I'm going to like finalize, I guess, like the layout of it. But that'll be it today for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends so you can watch this video while you're eating.